and some Parmesan cheese. I don't think an evening meal is complete without one fresh thing. And there it is, a glass of red wine. Here's what I'd like to suggest. You come home from work, you get changed, you put this soup on to cook. It cooks in about 20 minutes. You sit down, you enjoy a glass of wine, and by the time the first wine is gone, your soup is ready, and you sit and enjoy it, happy to have a home-cooked meal. Next, I'd love to show you a dish you can eat any time of the day, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It's my go-to meal when I'm in a rush at home because I know I'll always have the ingredients on hand. And here they are, eggs and leftovers. They're always in my refrigerator. I'm gonna make a frittata for you, and let me show you how simple and easy it can be. First thing that goes into this bowl is the leftovers. Here's some sauteed mushrooms. I've also got a little bit of cooked cauliflower in my pantry or my refrigerator, some sun-dried tomatoes. And from an earlier meal, a little bit of risotto. This is saffron risotto. I love the color, I love the flavor. I'm going to put a little bit of that into my frittata as well. Now, you want just enough egg to bind this. I've got about 4 eggs in here. We'll go ahead and put it all in. And we'll mix it all up. If you had some little bit of herbs or green onions, that would be entirely appropriate. But we're going to serve this later on with a salad, so I think we'll be okay. Season it with salt and pepper. Remember that your leftovers are probably seasoned already. So really what you're seasoning is the eggs. And if you like the idea of a little bit of cheese right in your eggs, by all means, add it. Now you want all of the ingredients to be coated with egg. That's what's going to make it all hold together. And I think we're there. I've got 2 nonstick pans, and usually I reserve nonstick pans for one thing and one thing only, egg cookery. For the rest of my cooking, I don't use nonstick, but they're great for cooking eggs. In goes some olive oil. I'll turn the heat up just a hair. And I'll make one of these a little bit thick. And one just a little thinner. Now, as they're cooking, this is the first thing you want to see. If you move the pan like this, your frittata moves freely in the pan. That's a good sign. And that's what nonstick pans are great for. At this point, I'm going to turn the heat down just a little bit. And we'll let that cook. Eggs don't like to be cooked too aggressively, so we'll cook it gently. While this is cooking, I'm going to make a salad, and the salad is made from what I have in the refrigerator, a little bit of arugula and some radicchio. You remember earlier in the show, I made some dressing. If you make extra and you want to keep it in your refrigerator, I would suggest you find yourself a jar just like this or like a canning jar, and you keep your vinaigrette in there, and then when you go to use it, give it a good shake, and that way, it will re-emulsify and it can go onto your salad very, very easily. All right, let's see how things are coming along here. I feel pretty good about this first thin frittata and being ready to turn it. I need to caution you, you might want to work over the sink, you may dribble a little bit, But what you need to do is screw your courage to the sticking point so that you don't stop halfway through. Here's what it looks like. You take your lid, you put it over, and 1, 2, and up and over, and there we go. Now, at this point, it's an easy thing to take this and slide it back into the pan. There you can see there's still some raw egg there. And while the egg is still a little bit soft, you can gather it all together. And I'm going to turn the heat down even a little further. That will cook very, very quickly. If you like the idea, like I do, of putting a little cheese on there while it's hot, have at it. I might even turn that oven or that burner off. I think there's plenty of heat to bring that home. Now, the other one is a little bit thicker, so I let it cook slightly longer. We'll cover it over. 1, 2, 3. And that one likewise is ready to go. We'll slide it back into the pan, get all the raw egg into the pan. And then just shape it while it's still a little bit raw. Tuck the edges underneath. I've got a silicone spatula that's resistant to heat, so you don't have to worry about it tasting like plastic. And this will probably need another couple of minutes. But while this is finishing up, let me go ahead and plate this first one. So, I have here a frittata. Now, let's say that I come home and I want to make a sandwich out of this. I've got some bread on hand. I'll give this a good shake. We'll dress this salad. This is arugula, radicchio, and just a real simple vinaigrette. I'm going to put some of the salad on the roll and some off to the side. I'll put a little cheese, and I'm going to take this and put it right on top of the salad. And that's ready to go. Maybe a little pepper on this salad. And I'll set this aside. And at this point, our other one is probably done. Where I would check it is here in the middle. That's where it's going to resist cooking the longest. If it's a little bit moist, I think that's just right. Now, this could be eaten right now, or you could allow it to cool, put it in the refrigerator, and you could eat it tomorrow cold for breakfast or with a salad for lunch. We're going to have it right now. Here is a larger plate. I'm going to take this and slide it right onto that plate. Maybe while it's hot, I'll put a little bit of cheese there. And then I like the idea of wilting this salad just slightly by putting it on top of the frittata. Again, just a little pepper. And two very, very quick dishes made from eggs and leftovers. This is what's on hand in my house, and as a chef, this is what I know I need to use.